So yeah, so the author he identifies three basic things that lead to procrastination. The first one is value, second is expectancy, and the third one is impulsiveness, or basically it's easily distracted to happen. So let's talk about value. Now this value, it basically means that if you feel that something, a task is irrelevant to you, it is of no value for you, then for sure you will procrastinate. So yeah, I mean, this was in my case also, that if someone gives me a physics question, physics something to do, I will for sure do it. But if someone asks me to read something about politics or something about say journalism, then I will surely not do it. I'll be like, oh come on, I do not like this thing, why do I have to do it? So yeah, I won't do that. So value of a task is something that actually governs with whether you'll do the task or not. The second thing was expectancy. Now in this part, the author he talks a lot about confidence. Now suppose if you are underconfident, then you'll be like, I'll not be able to do this task, I'm not worthy enough, I will for sure fail. Basically you have low expectancy, you do not expect a lot of things from that task, from after doing that task. Now this expectancy of failure, you expect failure, is what makes failure certain, because you never even try doing that thing, you never even dig in and do the task. So yeah, by expecting to fail, you make failure a certainty. Now suppose if you are overconfident, then you'll be like, wow, I'll be able to do this task very easily. Basically you undervalue the task, and you'll be like, when I can do it, it is so easy, I can do it in just a minute. So you'll be like, you'll do it later. So yeah, both under and overconfident are not good. So the author he talks about maintaining self-confidence, you know a balance between this. So yeah, now personally, when I joined IITK, I lost all my confidence that I had. I saw everyone around me, they were better than me, they had more knowledge than me. I felt inferior to them, and I thought that I am not good enough, in front of them. So I didn't used to talk to people. I, didn't even talk to professors because I used to be scared. I don't know why, but I used to be scared to talk to them. Then I, would not even answer in classes because I used to think that whatever I'll say will be for sure wrong, even if I was correct. But still, I was not confident enough in myself. So yeah, and I obviously knew this thing, and I wanted to change it. I wanted to get back the confidence that I had, when I was in school days, or when I was in my JEE preparation times. So yeah, I wanted to build confidence, and the author actually paid a lot of attention to building self confidence, to believing in yourself. So yeah, I decided that I will read another book, which was How to Be Confident by James Smith. So I bought this book, and yeah, right now I have read just 2 or 3 chapters of it, and I believe that I am seeing a change in myself. I mean, I'm no more scared to talk to people. I talk to professors very easily now. Not at all scared of that. I ask questions in class, answer them. I even talk to people, I even tell them about what I think. So yeah, I believe I am gaining back my confidence that I lost when I entered IITK. So yeah, but I think that there are a lot of things to improve upon, and surely I will. Now let's get back to the various factors that affect procrastination, that lead to procrastination. So the second factor, okay, I talked about the second one. So the third thing is impulsiveness, which basically means how easily you get distracted. Now in my case, I get distracted very easily, like very easily. So suppose I'm doing my assignment and my phone rings, a notification comes. I look at the notification and then I I don't go back to doing my assignment again. I don't go back to studying. I just go on, scrolling things on Instagram, on Facebook, or whatever. So yeah, I get distracted easily, and now this distraction is something that lies at the core of procrastination. Every procrastination will for sure say that they get distracted very easily. So the author talks about these things also. Now, these are the factors that affect procrastination, that lead to it. Now, the author, he combines all of these variables, these factors, into an equation, which is the procrastination equation. And that equation is: motivation is expectancy times value divided by impulsiveness times delay. Clearly, if you have high expectancy from a task, then you sure will be motivated enough to do it. If a task has a lot of value to it, for example, an assignment has a lot of weightage, then you for sure will do it. Suppose, but on the other hand, if there is delay in the deadline of the task, in submitting the task, in my case submitting my assignments, then you'll be like, oh come on, the deadline is 10 days later, I'll do it later. So yeah, and then impulsiveness, how easily distracted you are. So all of these factors, they affect procrastination, they lead to it. Now the author talks about many ways in which you could change yourself, you could vary these factors. Now for me, there were two things that affected me a lot, that I actually implemented in my life. The first one was success spirals. Now, this was actually a way of, building confidence. That is, as the name suggests, success leads to success. So, you need to break your task into smaller things and then do it. Now, this is what I did. I mean, I got assignments from, of the various courses, and I used to not do the whole of it at the same time. I used to be like, I'll study this particular topic and then I'll do this assignment. I'll do this particular question of the assignment. And when I did that, I felt so happy. I felt motivated enough to continue. So yeah, success leads to success. The second thing was wish fulfillment. Now this wish fulfillment is something that I myself practice a lot, and that is, you need to imagine yourself at what position you want to be in the future. For example, in my case, it is being a physicist, and then you need to contrast it to where you are right now and what you are doing in order to achieve it. So yeah, I imagine myself, in a huge office with a lot of physics books all around me, and then I'm working on my own theory of something, and then people are, they want to meet me to discuss about new discoveries and new theories, new experiments and everything. So yeah, that is what I imagine as myself being a physicist, and then I contrast it to what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I realize that I am here in a great institute to study physics, then why am I not studying it? Why am I watching people dance on Instagram reels? Now this this wish fulfillment technique is what made me realize all the things where I'm wasting my time. You know, I used to watch reels on Instagram, for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours a day. So, yeah, I decided to remove these distractions and I deleted Instagram, I deleted my account on it. And now I feel that I am actually pretty happier now, because earlier, you know, in that time, I used to watch reels, watch, videos, senseless videos. But now I'm able to utilize that time in doing my work, in doing things that I want to do, in exercising, in studying stuff. So yeah, I believe this has actually helped me. Now, the third thing that the author talks about is, um, uh, plan for the worst and hope for the best. So always hope for the best and plan for anything that could possibly go wrong. You'll not be easily heartbroken, or you'll not be easily derailed. So now the author, he further goes on to talk about time management, and he tells us about ways in which we can manage time. So yeah, I believe that one reason why I'm not able to complete my work on time is that I do not get enough time to do it. I mean, I have 5 to 6 hours of classes every day, and after those classes I get a lot of tired and I just want to take a rest, and at the end I just have maybe 4 5 hours to give to myself, to for self study or something else. So yeah, I used to think that I don't get a lot of time to do those things. And that is when I decided to change my life in a positive way. I decided to, you know make a timetable which I have to follow every day. Not actually a timetable, it was actually a list of things that I need to do every day. And those things were getting up early in the morning at 6:30 a.m., then going for a morning walk, which will obviously refreshen me up and also help in reducing the excess fat that I have. Then taking a bath every day, having my breakfast every day. I mean, I miss my breakfast every single day. So yeah, having breakfast is something very important. Then doing exercises every day. I actually gained a lot of weight since the past 2 year in the past 2 years, and even the doctor told me to get rid of this excess fat that I have, but I have been procrastinating this thing for over a year. So yeah, I think that I realized that I should be doing exercises every day. So yeah, I made this list of things that I need to do every day, and I started doing them. Now, in the start, it was extremely difficult for me to do them all. I used to be like, why am I doing it? I'll do it later. What is the need? But then I realized, no, Bhavya, you have to do it. So, yeah, I did it. And now it has been 1.5 months since I am practicing all of these, and I see a lot of changes in myself. I mean, I get up early in the morning at 6 or 6:30 without even an alarm clock, and then you know my weight has also reduced by around 2.5 kgs, which I take as an achievement. Then yeah, so I mean, I have started managing my time pretty well now, because I get up at 6 in the morning, I go for a walk. I mean, I am done with bathing and all of those tasks till maybe 8 or at max 9. And then if I do not have classes, I have that whole time of 9 to 12 to do my work. So I believe that getting up early has actually helped me a lot. So yeah, I mean, there are quite a few things that have changed in me while reading this book in the course, which, I mean, I can easily see those things in myself, those changes in myself. Even my friends say that. So yeah, this is a really well written book, and following the things that were given in the book, they actually helped me a lot. They actually helped me change in a positive way. Even my family members say that, oh Bhavya, you have become, you've changed a lot. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad about that. So yeah, I think that this book actually helped me a lot, and I believe that any person who reads this book and implements the things that are given in this book will for sure see a positive change in himself or herself, just like I did. So yeah, I'm pretty grateful that I read this book, and I still think that there are a lot of things that I need to work upon, a lot of things that I need to change. And in the course of, while reading this book, I realized that there are two other major things that I need to build in myself. Those are confidence, self confidence, and belief in myself. So yeah, and this is what made me you know decide to read two other books, and I'll be reading those books in the month, in the next month, in summers. Those two books are How to Be Confident by James Smith, and The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. So yeah, I believe reading those two books will also help me as much as reading this book, The Procrastination Equation, helped me. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good book, and it really did change a lot of things in me. Thank you.